Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 8th grade concept of ordering numbers. This is standard 8.2D in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 37 off the 2016 released STAAR test. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we just have a list of 4 raw numbers. We need to order them from least to greatest. Now the problem here is that they are in different formats, and so I always prefer to move everything into a decimal. I find that easiest. You could, if you want to, turn everything into percent, even though you have to get them into a decimal first, so there's no point. Moving everything into a fraction is problematic because you have to get them all into equivalent, the same denominators in order to compare them, and that's just a pain in the neck. So I would say let's go with decimals, and I can already tell you 2 of these are going to be the smallest. It's going to be the negative 5.9 and the negative 23/4. I don't know which one is the smallest, but those 2 are negative. So I can tell you right now that D is incorrect because it doesn't start with one of my negatives. So we can at least eliminate that. Now, other than that, we've already got 2 that are in decimals, right? So I'm going to be thankful for those 2. Really, I'm just changing 2 of these terms. And really, let's look at the 58%, because that's going to be super easy. So the 58%, right, we find where the decimal is. If it's not there, we always put it after the ones place, and then you just move it over twice to the left, because remember 100% is 1 whole, so we can also view it as 58 hundredths, so that's going to equal 0.58. All right, so let's take these first 3 and I'm going to line them up here. So I've got 5.78. I've got negative, so I know that's going to be smaller, 5.9. And I've got 0.58. Looks like we're going to the 10th place, so I'm just going to put a 0. You can always add zeros after numbers if they are decimals. Now let's get into our negative 23/4. So it is, let's just ignore the negative for now. It is an improper fraction. And so what we do is we divide up, just like a regular fraction, right? You always divide up if you want to figure out what a fraction is as a decimal. And so you can just multiply or divide that 4 into 23. There's also another way that I'll show you in a moment. The 4 goes into 23 almost 6 times. If it was 24, that would just be super easy. So that's going to be 3. Now we need our decimal. So that's going to be 30. That's going to be 7, 28. Another decimal, another 0. We're good. There you go, 5.75. Now it's negative, so we're going to call that negative 5.75. Now if you wanted to, you still have to do a little bit of dividing afterwards, but you can multiply each of these by 25s, right? This would get you 100ths. Now you'd have to do 23 times 25, but you make it equivalent fraction even if it is going to be improper. That's fine. So that's 15, that's 11, and that is 46. And guess we get 575. So you could end up like this, 575 over 100. No, that equals 5.75. Either way, you've got these, and so our smallest, remember, is going to be our largest negative number. So negative 5.9 comes first. These 2 are good. Next comes our negative 5.75, which was the negative 23/4. These 2 are good. And then next comes our 0.58, our 58%. So our answer here is C.